Alright, it's alive again, I swear.
You monster!
He's got 2 ghostly prisons, sure. We were above 1,000. We'll see how many people we lose from the connection issue. My Comcast has been a palace familiar. Yep. My opponent is also taking to the skies. Oh, F5 equal. Yep, good call. They're going to destroy the Sun Titan. Just going to eat this now. So we're going to knight this away. Get Gavany Township. He did get back a second ghostly prison, so it costs us 4 to attack with creatures. We have Scavenging Ooze, so we don't care about his Emaria.
Be gone! This will kill you.
I guess I should swing with the large idiot there. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have swung with the large idiot there. Idiot's PG. Yeah, this deck list.
Nice word.
This deck list is up on my page. We're gonna get rid of all of his lands in case he draws a Sun Titan after dealing with the Scavenging Ooze. We only have 1 Pride Mage and it's in the graveyard.
Do you want to sit up here by Daddy? Becca wants to sit by you.
Huh?
He's adorable.
You are a precious kid.
You're cute. Do you want a toy?
Alright, so... Use Idjit, yeah. I got, what's that from? It's from, Supernatural, right? So swing with this guy. I'll pay the troll toll.
Sit down.
So, unfortunately, we're down on clock. So even if we win this, we're going to have to work to win the second game pretty quickly, too.
What do you think this is?
Next turn, we can make the birds big enough to attack through the Flicker Wisp.
If I close this, will it turn off the computer?
Yes.
Do I care?
Not if you already placed your order. He has to draw a card when Palace Familiar dies.
Can you watch him up here, or do I need to put him on the floor?
No, put him on the floor. And don't give him the credit card. The last thing we need is the children hiding our credit cards again.
Let's go play with toys. I'll play with you.
Exile this Palace Familiar. So he needs Path into Verdict to clean up this board, and even then, it's not a great spot for him. Actually, you know what I think I'm supposed to do? I need to Knight for Ghost Quarter, so we can Ghost Quarter the Emaria in the event that he finds Path into Verdict.
Can I go upstairs?
Yeah. If we find another Meddling Mage, we're going to put it on Path to Exile to protect this Meddling Mage on Supreme Verdict. Hide them again. Yeah, my oldest took our credit card. So my oldest likes to shuffle magic cards and things that look like magic cards, like trading cards and stuff like that. So he likes to shuffle credit cards when he gets his hands on them, and he hid them after he shuffled them last time. What is that on my door? Those are pool noodles. We want the kids to be able to play in the room behind us, but so we don't have to sit on top of them and watch them constantly while they're back there. We put the pool noodles in the way so the doors stay open so they can't close the hinge on their fingers and pinch their little fingers off. Let's eat this now. Apologies if I don't get to all of the questions right now. I'm down on clock, so I'm not keeping up with the chat completely. So I appreciate everyone watching and your questions. We'll definitely get to your questions. I'll scroll back during sideboarding and catch the ones that I can, okay? A third Ghostly Prison enters play. We're going to get Ghost Quarter just so we have it to kill the Emeria. Meddling Mage is a great draw because it lets us shut off Path to Exile. Oh, and you know what? I should have played my path before casting this, but that's fine. Opponent's dead in 4 turns right now. Nice, you dude. Yeah, we wanted to do. She bought a bunch of them. She wanted to do like that, a couple of corners too. For those of you that don't have children, children are basically tiny suicide machines that just like want to run into things and try and injure themselves all the time. That's why you have to do things like cover light sockets and outlets and things like that. Anafenza Kintree Spirit. What? I don't even know. I don't even know what our opponent is doing. Alright, so we're going to cast this guy. This game's been so obnoxious. The old triple Ghostly Prison. Not just any pro, PV was doing it. PV's a very, very smart individual. Lone Missionary buys himself another turn. All right. Gets to bolster. Peace Waffle, thanks for hanging out, mate. Ice McNasty with the follow. I appreciate that. Out of curiosity, did you check your opponent's league record? I have not. I will do that while we are sideboarding because we are down on clock, and I'd prefer not to lose to the clock. You know, opponent is basically locked out of this game, but he is basically just playing to clock us at this point, so I'm hoping not to give him that satisfaction. And Moto's lagging as always, so, you know. Okay. Tap too many lands. So we could activate Gavany Township at his end step if we wanted to, but... Yeah, and the Emeria deck's not very good. Opponent's got some unique card choices like Omen Speaker and Anafenza in his deck, but... And for those wondering, we've got Supreme Verdict and Path to Exile. Alright, so opponent is dead on board because we can attack, pay 6, and... he would have died a long time ago had I copied the Flicker Wisp, like I should have. But we can attack and activate... Inactivate Gavany Township. So yes, pay to attack. Put these in the stack. Activate this. Opponent takes exactly 6 and dies. Alright, well we used 15 minutes doing that, so that's not great. Bring in those, bring in Rex Sage. Finks and Click are good. Click's just good for stalled boards. I really like the Clicks out of the sideboard in this deck. They're pretty great. Reflector Mage seems awful. All of his cards do stuff when they enter play. Probably want Negate and Dispel for fighting over his counter magic. I think I want the rest of these cards. Maybe trim a Birds of Paradise because we don't want to... we don't want to just flood out a mana guide. Actually, the flying was relevant that game. I'm going to trim the Noble Hierarchs. Just play like a slower, more consistent game, basically. Do I want anything else? I'm just going to trim the last mana guy. We'll just play 23 mana sources, like draw. We flooded out that game. I think on average we want less lands and more spells, so like boarding down to effectively 23 mana sources sounds great, especially when our opponent's playing a Path to Exile deck, so he's going to help us gain mana sources, and 26 creatures is fine post-board. Yeah, this hand has lands and spells. It's probably fine. We don't have Retreat. This is a deck that top-8'd the Grand Prix this weekend, so we're playing it almost card for card. And again, I'm not going to keep up on chat completely because we're going to be playing quickly because we were down on clock. Got to try and make it up. Yeah, mana dorks aren't real hits, and like that's what we cut. They're like half hits, pseudo hits. I mean, we won with birds that game. You're not wrong. That's why I left the birds in. Like, I left the birds in the deck instead of the Noble Hierarch so we could like beat down in the air. We also have this Vendilion Click that's hopefully going to do some work. I'm going to play this Click at sorcery speed on our next turn to play around counter magic. Our opponent's playing a pile of cards. A really bad Emeria deck that could very likely time us out. Why do you offer me blocks, Moto? I don't have creatures in play. What's the matter, D-Money? You want to train? Detention Sphere, Supreme Verdict, Court Hussar. I'm going to take away his pressure and Court Hussar, I guess. How do you feel about Abzan Company? I mean, it's fine. Like, yeah, I'm F6ing as much as I can. I was F6 when it stopped me to offer me blocks on a board where I had no creatures. Normally, time is not a factor for me. He's been stacking a lot of triggers, and I've been clicking through them and not F6ing enough. Play this, copy Court Hussar, draw a card. I guess I'll take Path to Exile for now. We're probably gonna have to burn this first path on one of his guys he has in play. Yeah, I'm just gonna Path Anafenza right now, and then hit him for 3 in the air, and then our 1/3 can block his 2/4. Why are you getting so angry, tiny baby? Calm down. Ugh. You didn't poop. Calm down. Calm down, kiddo. Here. Here, you want to sleeve? What is Anafenza for in your... Superion is fine in a format full of Eldrazi. It's probably awful outside of that, but like courting for 2 to block their Smasher is great.